It was known that any young woman who could see him would become his bride.
Many were the hopeful young women who visited his wigwam on the far end of the village. Each was tested by the hunter's sister, who was called the patient one. But many years passed and none succeeded.
In the same village lived two sisters who had lost their mother. The younger sister had a good heart, but the older one was jealous and cruel.
While the father was out hunting, the older sister would torment the younger one, holding her down and burning her arms and face with sticks on fire. Then she would tell her,
"Don't you dare tell my father, next time will be worse!"
When the father came home, he would ask in dismay,
"Why is she burned again?" The older sister would answer, "The stupid clumsy thing, she was playing in the fire just like you told her not to."
The father would turn to the younger.
"Is this true?"
but she only bit her lip and said nothing.
After a while, she had so many scars, she was called Little Scarface. She lost her long braids too when her sister singed them off.
She had to go barefoot and wear rags, for her sister would not allow her any animal skins to make moccasins or new clothes.
Of course, the sister made up all different reasons to tell their father.
And he would shake his head in silent disappointment.
One day, the older sister put on her finest clothes and many shiny strings of shell beads. She asked Little Scarface,
"Do you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna marry the hidden one. Of course, that's something you can never dream of." Little Scarface bowed her head.
When the older sister reached the wigwam at the edge of the village, she was greeted by the sister of the hunter. The patient one told her,
"You are welcome. My brother will return soon from the hunt. Come help me prepare the evening meal."
The two of them worked a while until the sun was nearly down. Then the patient one led the young woman to the lake.
she pointed along the shore.
"My brother comes. Do you see him?" Of course, there he is now. The young woman saw no one, but had decided to pretend. "Of course, there he is now."
the eyes of the patient one narrowed.
"And what is his shoulder strap?" "A stripped rawhide."
Said the young woman, thinking he had a safe guess.
The patient one frowned.
"Let us return to the wigwam." They had just finished making the evening meal when the deep voice said,
"Greetings, my sister."
The young woman jumped in surprise.
She stared at the entrance but saw no one.
"Greetings, my brother."
As the young woman watched with wide eyes, a moccasin appeared in midair and dropped to the floor, followed by another.
A moment later, bits of food were rising from a birch bark tray near the fire and vanishing into an invisible mouth.
The young woman turned to the patient one.
When will our wedding take place? What wedding? Do you think my brother will marry a liar and a fool?
The young woman ran crying from the wigwam.
All the next morning, she stayed in bed, weeping and sobbing.
Little Scarface came to her.
Sister, let me have new animal skins to make new moccasins. It's my turn to visit the hidden one.
How dare you!
The sister jumped up and slapped Little Scarface, knocking her to the floor.
Are you so stupid to think you can do the things I couldn't? Even if you saw him, do you think he would marry a pathetic thing like you?
She sank back to the bed in tears. Little Scarface sat cuddled for a long time, listening to her sister howl and sob. Then she rose and said again,
Still, it's my turn to visit the hidden one.
Her sister stopped crying and stared in amazement.
Little Scarface went to her father's chest and took out an old pair of moccasins. She put them on her own small feet.
Then she went out into the woods. She chose a birch tree and carefully stripped off the bark in a single sheet. From this she made a suit of clothes which she put on in place of her rags. Then she started back for the village.
"Look at Little Scarface!
yelled a boy.
She's dressed like a tree! Hey, Little Scarface!
A young man called.
Are those moccasins big enough for you?"
I don't believe it!
An old woman said,
She's going to see the hidden one!
"Oh, Little Scarface, called the young woman. Did you burn yourself and cut off your hair to look pretty for me?
Ignoring their taunts and laughter, little Scarface walked on till she reached the wigwam at the village edge.
The patient one regarded the young woman, and the young woman, with surprise, but told her,
You're welcome. Little Scarface helped prepare the evening meal. When the sun was nearly down, the patient one led her to the lake. She told her, My brother comes. Do you see him?
Little Scarface gazed along the shore.
I'm not sure.
Then her eyes lit in wonder.
Yes, I see him. There he is now. But
How can there be such a one?
how can there be such a one?
the patient one looked at her, but curious.
What is his shoulder strap? His shoulder strap is the rainbow. The eyes of the patient one grew wide.
And his bowstring?
His bowstring was the Milky Way.
The patient one smiled.
Let us return.
When they reached the wigwam, the patient one took the strange clothes off little Scarface and washed him with water from a special jar.
Patient one. The young woman's scars disappeared, leaving her skin shiny and smooth.
A magic comb made the young woman's hair grow quickly to her waist, ready for braiding.
Then the patient one opened the chest and took out a beautiful wedding outfit. Little Scarface had just put it on when a deep voice said,
Greetings, my sister.
Little Scarface turned toward the entrance and stared at the magnificent young hunter.
As their eyes met, she saw a surprise in his.
Greetings, my brother. You are discovered. The hidden one walked over to little Scarface and took her hands in his.
For years, oh wait, am I still?
That's it.
Oh, okay. For years, I have waited to find a woman of pure heart and brave spirit, and now you shall be my bride.
So they were married.
And from then on, little Scarface had a new name.
The lovely one.
For she too had been hidden.
And was hidden no more.
Okay, some of these characters have been in the part longer than others, so some have not had as long to prepare. But let me tell you how difficult it is to mount a show in the summertime.